Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection. Today I'm really pleased to present to you an updated version of a figure that was really dear to me during my childhood. I'm talking about Dominic Petros, also known as Avalanche. So let's rock it, guys! Hasbro Marvel Legends, Marvel's Avalanche. Okay guys, let's start this review by checking out the outer box. This is of course the outer box for Avalanche. Now this is a retro-carded figure based on the 5-inch X-Men Toy Biz figures from the 1990s, guys. For example, the logo on the upper left side is the same as the 1995 Toy Biz Avalanche. On the original packaging, the artwork had a cable and said X-Force. This packaging here says Uncanny X-Men and has Avalanche himself as an artwork. Which means that the retro card is inspired in earlier vintage Toy Biz figure packaging, such as the one for Magneto, Apocalypse and Juggernaut. This seismic force emulates the Avalanche exploding rock platform that was written next to the rock platform accessory back in the Toy Biz 5-inch figure. Now let's check out now the back of the box. Here we can see a picture of Avalanche in white, and below there's information about the character. And to the right we have some figures that you can also collect, like Wolverine, Dark Phoenix and others. And of course below we have legal information and warnings. I do remember that back in the day the back part of the box had a bunch of figures. I remember even the Deadpool 5-inch Toy Biz figure. On the back it had a picture of the very cool Sentinel. Now it's time to check out the blister box. Here's Avalanche in the blister box. And of course now you can appreciate the figure even more. The colors, the details in the sculpting. And of course you can appreciate the accessories as well. The couple of extra hands that this figure brings. Can't wait to get it out of the box, so let's do just that. Let's get Avalanche out of the blister box. And let's review the vanilla pose, guys. Okay guys, here we have Avalanche in the vanilla pose. And I very much like the grey chest armor. It's unique and makes this character look like a medieval knight. As of course he has arm guards, boots and even the helmet. Obviously the detailed sculpted features stand out, like the muscles in his thigh. Also the muscles in his arms. You can even see his veins in the left arm. Even more so than the right arm. Now let's check out the head sculpt. It's quite simple, really. The silver grey helmet and the straight face. Or the bored face, as you can see here. I think it's a very simple figure. It could have been done much better, but here we are. The colors are great, but I think some features are missing here. But I do like the combination of colors. That's really cool. Anyways, let's check now the articulation for this figure. Okay guys, let's check now the articulation for Avalanche. And let's start with the head. As you can see, the head barely moves down. And the head barely moves up. So, not much articulation there. The head, however, can move to the left and can move to the right. Just like this. Now let's check out the torso articulation. Avalanche has an av crunch and you can move the torso forward and you can move the torso backwards very nicely. And you can also move the torso to the left and you can move the torso to the right. Now let's check out the arm articulation, guys. As you can see, the arm goes forward and the arm can move backwards as well. And the arm moves a little bit out. And we have bicep articulation here. As you can see, you can move the bicep quite nicely. And of course, we have a double jointed elbow articulation, guys. You can flex the elbow all the way up to here very nicely. And finally, for arm articulation, we have hand articulation here. You can move the hand up. And you can move the hand down. And of course, you can rotate the hand 360 degrees, as you can see here. Finally, let's check out leg articulation, guys. So the leg moves forward. And the leg moves barely backwards, almost nothing backwards. No much articulation there. And also we have difficulty here moving the leg out. It barely moves out, guys. However, we have thigh articulation. You can move the thigh very nicely. And of course we have a double jointed knee. And you can bend the knee all the way up to here. And finally, we have foot articulation. You can move the foot down and up. And we do have a rocker here. And that's it for Avalanche's articulation, guys. Now, let's check those accessories, guys. Now let's check out the accessories for Avalanche. So we have this couple of silver gray hands in addition to his fists, as you can see here. So that's the only accessories that we get with Avalanche. As you remember, in the X-Men animated series, he used to pose with this type of hands that we have here and generate the tremors, generate the earthquake, or shall we say the avalanche. Okay guys, this is Avalanche, and of course this is based on the retrocarded figure, but I mostly remember Avalanche from the X-Men animated series. So of course he was part of the Brotherhood of Mutants, along with Pyro, Blob, and even Rogue, under the command of Mystique. So Mystique would give missions to Avalanche and Pyro. These two mutants, I have seen them in the animated series to be partners in crime, as you would say. In one of the missions, Avalanche was brought by Pyro to Muir Island. In that episode, the duo decided to kidnap Dr. Adler, but it turned out that Dr. Adler was Mystique herself. I very much like the suit, especially in the animated series. Avalanche's powers. I'm just a bit sad that they decided to go with this simple version, guys. Otherwise, it's a very cool character. Well, thank you guys for watching this review. This has been Avalanche. Do not forget to give a like or just simply subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.